Okay, guys, we are about to talk about the most active stocks on the market. These stocks are high volume and highly volatile. Some of them are looking better than others, and we do have the overall markets that are starting to push up towards the peak, with the S&P 500s even reaching back up over that 6,000, and your cryptocurrencies and BTC pushing up to the highs at that 105,000. Yes, it has been the most bullish one ever in the markets and a consistent bull run at these highs now. Be expecting for things to slow down, and they are still trying to push things up higher. We have more bullishness being projected on our longer term time frames now. And you do have your 15-minute trading chart time frame that is coming in for a next round of bearish divergence here in about the next hour. They're still going to try to hold this up as they want the standard to be up over this 100,000. We talking about 100,000 forever. Let's get it right into it now with the most active stocks on the market. Okay, GCTK. After coming in for a GCTK at the top of our list. After coming in for a hot pullback from 39 cents all the way down to lows of 5 cents, GCTK will start to finally get all this bullish pressure coming in, pushing them back up to the highs, up about 50-60% on GCTK. They go to the highs of about 12 cents before coming in for a pullback, and it's always the same thing. These things go from their 52-week lows to the most actives, then they end up becoming the top gainers. And this one here really isn't even all. It really isn't too far off yet at all. Like it's only 10 cents. GCTK can go up way, way higher, as they have to get to that dollar either way, or they get delisted. So we'll be looking for some more rounds to come into GCTK. There are a lot of other stocks and things that people are watching right now. So make sure that you do keep that in mind as well. And why the markets are so bullish here, eventually things will come in for a quick, well, for a cool down. Things have to cool down at some point. Okay, they can't just stay going on bulls like this forever. So keep that in mind. And when those things do stop and things start to turn bearish for a while, well, we'll have the overall your penny stocks and whatnot that'll get faced with that bearishness too. Here on GCTK, average volume of 23 million and the current volume of 400 million on GCTK. No large scale $1 million USD orders coming in the stock still, and of course all this bullshit is coming in from the small retails that are buying. Okay, we can look greater in detail on GCTK on Moo on your Moomoo investment platform to see that extra amount of smalls is really rushing in there right now versus the mediums and larges going out and that small amount of extra larges that's coming in. Although GCTK is still a massive number one short squeeze target right here. I guess it's literally finna explode to a dollar. And they just had some good news. They just did a showcase about their new medicine or their new device after coming out last month with an update about how their new device done went well and is working and stuff like that. So this adds to the bullish sentiment of GCTK. These health stocks be a little bit different, be a little bit iffy sometimes, especially if they got the wreck balance sheet, like how you can see on GCTK having a super wreck balance sheet right now. We could look on further alerts along in GCTK. Ah, yes, and of course I did upgrade the Banking with Billy Classroom. We now do have our Banking with Billy live scanner. You ever want to be able to catch the live trades and stuff like that, make sure you're checking out and paying attention to the Banking with Billy live scanner. I currently got it set to the it's loading right now. We'll come back to that in just 1 second. But I currently got that set to really watching BTC as we've been going in for live BTC trades, of course, and make sure that you meet them along in the main chat rooms as well. Doing all that main chat room stuff. We look further into GCTK now for the recent alerts that were going out in Coach Tidwell section, getting thrown out by Coach Manson, getting picked up by Coach Tidwell, tossed out there by the pizza guy. Everybody catching a slice of GCTK for the safe, easy early see. I was in there just a few days ago. Actually got out of GCTK already. You know how it is when you get out of something too early and that thing come in for that next leg up. But of course, it's always the same thing from the 52-week lows to the top gainers. Stay in that cycle. I did do a video update on them, specifically them, talking about the innovations and stuff like that, and the approvals and whatnot. I'll do another video update, of course, as they are back up here on the most active stock list again. Next, you got CRKN. going from about $5 up to $13, almost 5 cents up to about 14 cents. CRKN did as well just come out with very good news, announcing an exclusive partnership with Electroscans. What they're doing here is their Element 82 is expected to contribute to the company's 2025 revenue guidance of 30 million to $35 million. Along with that partnership, these two things alone are adding to the bullish sentiment, putting the Crown Electric on track to achieve profitability in the first half of 2025. And if I show you back on their history and back on their balance sheets, probably be one of the first times where they're consistently doing good in a while. I mean, their balance sheets have been looking a lot better. Like, notice when they balance sheets be on that descend, and then when they start to increase, 'cause you can notice things start to change from there. Like right now, things are starting to change with CRKM because of, look at this, being up this. In fact, they come in for bounce like this all the time. Ain't nothing changed. That little news probably won't even help too much at all because they still most likely still from be wrecked. CRKM for that do a reverse split. They either they either use this pressure now to get up to $1, or they better plan on holding the catalyst for next week. It's gonna push them to that dollar. Because if they stop now, then people can start selling that thing off. They can go for that next thing as they do on um, these penny stocks. Lots of penny stocks on this list up here. So we're only gonna do the top five, well, of course, and the top four are ones that we know all so well. Coming across these things, all five of these actually: CRKN, TGL, Rhyme, and NVDA, and you got the CRKN was another one getting alerted out in the banquet Discord for the safe, easy to see by Coach Prim. And of course, like I said, you're not going to be able to catch everything. You just get what you can, why you can. And after you get done, doing your moves and whatnot for the days, you saw like early on, sometimes you just got to stop. Sometimes you got to stop and remember not to do too much and not to overwhelm yourself. If you can eventually wash yourself out of the markets if you're doing too much, especially if you don't got like the cash accounts and whatnot, or you like get a PDT off your margin calls and whatnot. That stuff will come into play there, and that's stuff that you won't even know about or know how it feels until you've been into the market a little bit longer to experience those things. Those are things you don't want to experience, but you gonna experience it eventually. TGL. TGL, okay, TGL, they came in for a move earlier on in the pre-market, but they sold back off. They still holding up. You want to be in under this 30 cents because when they go back over that 30 cents, they might not go back under there. Let's go check out TGL. It's current time with extra larges, with mediums and smalls going out. This is not the one that they most excited for. They are excited for a lot of other stuff, and they are very bullish on the markets right now. Keeping in mind that they got about 4,000 advancers and about 2,000 decliners. Could be a lot more advancers, and it could be less decliners for real, for real. But the markets are extremely bullish right now. Like, look at this, even as we speak. BTC, as soon as they try to come in bearish divergence, they said, "Oh no, you don't," and they push us to the highs of 105,385. They not letting this go back down like this. Like the next stop for this now is 108,000. And they standing on it. They stand on it. They finna get it back up there. And when they get up there, we're gonna see it build strong support because they don't want it to sell back off and go back under that 100,000 again. Like right now, this selling pressure, this wave of selling pressure coming in now. Well, and they go back down to 100,000. It's gonna be a dangerous one there. People gonna be nervous, get scared, not believe no more, and they're gonna make it crash. They're trying to avoid that. But honestly, honestly, they better off, and they probably will let it cool off this weekend. They really better off letting it cool off now and then picking back up right before the inauguration and Trump rallies and whatnot kick in. Because if it's too far up at that time, then naturally these are going to be trying to pull it back, and ain't no telling how bad they pull it back from there. But like I said, they most likely want to let things cool. They definitely gonna let some of this cool. They're not finna just kill. Yeah, ain't no telling. They gonna do whatever they want to on these markets, man. Where we at? So next we got oh yeah, TGL. TGL along in the Bankability Discord. Get another out as early parabolic alerts, and not only just early on today, but for previous plays as well, early on in the month. As TGLs come in for previous runs before, you just see those things on time. And you get multiple rounds in the stock. You definitely will get all these stocks you seeing, you're gonna get another round coming into all of them. That's going on with the markets right now. We're going to watch all these things, switch direction and whatnot. It is a variable time and it's very good to be that you're experiencing these things and stuff like that. But don't get too used to the market staying in directions like this for too long. This is a new time. Like check this out. I go to over S&P 500s and I'm gonna go to your like weekly charts or something. All of this. Like anybody in the markets, especially especially the older folk and stuff, they'll tell you, they're like, man, look, man, these are new days and age in the market. Ain't never seen nothing like this before. The most bullish streaks that have ever come in nonstop consistently, and adaptability makes all the difference. You got to be willing. You got to be able to switch it up sometimes. You got to be willing to bet in another direction sometimes, or you got to be capable of holding off sometimes. To just wait on for the next thing and stuff like that. And every day don't be the day for everybody to trade. And I'll tell you one thing for sure, you will be giving something back to the market, like guaranteed on almost every single play. You will be giving something back. Like when you got those things that done exploded up to 100%, 200%, stuff like that. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna have your stop loss set somewhere up in there. So you up to 100%. Well, you gonna have that 50% stop. As soon as it go down, you only up 85%. Yeah, you gonna be giving back about 15-20% before you lock in gains. And then don't get me wrong, you will have a loss or two in between. You're gonna come across some little small losses. No, but those are gonna be small losses. Like that 7 to 15% loss doesn't even compare or isn't even noticeable to a 80, 100, a 200, a 300% gain. Like your portfolio really shouldn't be noticing those losses too much at all. Especially you making sure that you cutting out those things around your 7 to 50. Maybe you stretch it a bit further. Maybe you stretch it a bit further around 20-some% or something like that. But like those little 7 to 15% losses, that's nothing to 120% gain. Right after that, you should be all fine. You will be giving something back. Make sure what you're giving back is only that 7 to 15% stop loss. Next we got
Yeah,
Ryan, and welcome anybody joining in on the Banking with Billy class. Coach Tail, what it do? How you doing?
hey, I'm doing great. Hey, did you see those alerts we called out this morning? I told him Wolf was going crazy. It was ready, baby.
And I was seeing, man. You call the best stocks. You going hard. I just messed up the whole live stream. Let me see. I done messed up the whole live stream. Can I get back there? My button done messed up. Well, we got to call this video short. We was just right on rhyme in the video. We're gonna reload this and then reconnect it. I'll see y'all right back in here and happy trading.